Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing great. Today I'll dive into my love-hate relationship with Bandcamp, a digging platform which can give me joy but sometimes can make me swear for how bad it is. As I know a lot of you also use Bandcamp, I'd love this video to generate a discussion in the comments with you sharing your thoughts, your highs and lows while using the platform, and maybe some trick to enhance the digging experience. Hey guys, my name is Francesco. I make music as Distilled Noise, and on this channel I share music production tips and insights from my journey as a music producer and DJ. If you're interested in these topics, feel free to subscribe to the channel. So Bandcamp, we know that lately has been through rough waters, from the acquisition by Songtradr to the layoff of a lot of employees. I'm not here to talk about this because it's already been treated by other YouTube channels, but because of these facts, Bandcamp as we know it today might improve, might get worse, or might even disappear. And in case of this last catastrophic event, stick with me until the end because I'm going to share a tip on how not to lose all of your fans in case of Bandcamp shutting down. Apart from that, Bandcamp has been my main digging platform in these last years, and for how much love I can have for it, there are some things that I just can't understand how on earth they decided to design them the way they are. It almost looks like they took different websites and try to make them work together. We will start from the things that I don't like, and then we will move to the things that I love about the platform. Let's start from the player. I think the player is the worst thing about Bandcamp, which for a website that sells music is not ideal. First, it's different from a section to another of the website. If you are on an EP or an album, it looks in a certain way. If you are scrolling through someone else's collection, it looks in another way, which by the way, I think is the best look that it has. If you are on your feed, there's no player. You can just hit play, but you can't scroll through the tracks. And you know, since we're buying electronic music, most of the times we want to skip to the central part of the track. We don't want to listen to the beginning of the track, and so you need to click on the track and open it in another page. So what's the point of being able to press play on the feed if I then can't move through the track, you know? As I said, I think my favorite player is the one you find when you're listening to music in people's collections, but still it's not perfect because first, if you're listening to an EP, you can't move through the tracks. You just listen to the featured track on that EP. You can't buy music from there. It opens the EP on another page. So, you know, why doesn't it look a little bit more like the SoundCloud player or Beatport player? I know that implementing these things on a website, it's not easy, but still, it's quite of an important website right now, so I think it could be better. Uh-oh. Let's talk about new releases. You know, Bandcamp is great because you can follow your favorite artists, you can follow your favorite labels, and when you follow them, you give them your email, so you're emailed when a new release is out. But let's be honest, when I receive the email, most of the times I don't have the time to go on Bandcamp and check them. So what I would love is having a list of all the releases that has been put out by my favorite artists or labels in a chronological order. What Bandcamp offers us is, on one side, on the left side, a feed where you have these releases mixed with the purchases from the collectors that you're following, and some of the collectors buy hundreds of tracks per week, so all the releases from your favorite artists get mixed alongside all of these purchases. On the right side, you find the releases, but these releases are not in a chronological order and they are not all there. Also, if you expand the view, if you click on show more releases, you can see at a certain point it stops, so you can't see them all. You can't go back in time. So basically, if you don't regularly check your emails and the releases, you might miss some of your favorite artists' release, and this means less music for you. This means less revenue for the artists you want to support, and also less revenue for the platform. So I don't think this is super smart. Third thing I want to talk about is discoverability, if this is the right word. But what I want to say is that, okay, I agree with the fact that digging takes effort. You don't want music to be thrown in your face, otherwise it would have been called digging. But even on Discogs, there is an algorithm which can suggest you similar music. If you go on a release, you can find recommendation. This might be good or not, but still they are trying to help you to discover new music. On Bandcamp, there is not such a feature. Also, if you're listening to an EP on Bandcamp, like in this case, this EP, at the end of these 4 tracks, there will be silence. On SoundCloud, when a song finishes, SoundCloud will automatically suggest you another song and start playing another song, which in most of the cases is quite similar to the style you were listening before. So it's quite good of an algorithm. Well, on Bandcamp, there are no algorithm. Everything must be done manually. There are a lot of tricks, to find good music on Bandcamp, but they are manual trick. Even if you go on a record store, you have a lot of records in front of you, okay? So you can randomly go and pick the records and find them. On Bandcamp, if you don't know other artists to look for, or if you don't follow other people, or, this is the only record you will listen to. So another feature that could be better. Let's talk about the cart, and this is kind of a scary feature for me from Bandcamp because it has a weird behavior. I think I'm not the only one who put music in the cart and leave it for a few days in the cart because maybe after a few days you want to check the tracks again another couple of times before buying them. Well, on Bandcamp the cart can play tricks on you, so be careful. I think it's more linked to your browser or to your browser history rather than to your profile. So sometimes it happened to me that I closed Google Chrome app and I've lost all of the songs that I had in my cart. So I've lost hours and hours of digging. On Beatport, for example, your cart is linked to your profile, so you can connect to your Beatport account from whatever computer or app you want and you'll still find your cart with all of the songs. This is not the case on Bandcamp. If I log in on my profile from Safari instead of Google Chrome, I won't find my cart. So be careful with that. I take screenshots of my cart because I'm afraid to lose it. It happened to me a few times. Maybe some of you also had that experience. Let me know if you had. And yeah, so it could be better. Again, it could be better. And the last thing about Bandcamp that could be improved is the checkout. Checkout is a bummer. If you do the checkout with PayPal, you will be asked to confirm the transaction for every artist or label you buy music from. If you pay with card, you are not asked to confirm the transaction, but still it will be a different transaction for every artist or label you're buying music from. And this can take a while. And on top of that, some banks block the process because they see a lot of purchases in a short time and for small amounts of money, which usually is targeted as scam. So yeah, this could be another problem. And I don't understand why, because actually you are paying Bandcamp and then Bandcamp share the money with the artists. So when you receive money from Bandcamp because someone buy your track, you receive money from Bandcamp, not from the customer. I don't know why Bandcamp splits the payments in this way. I think there could be a better way, but again, I'm not a programmer, so this might be a very complicated thing to implement in a website once it's made in the way it is. So I don't want to say that there's an easy solution to that, but still it's not done in the best way. Now, enough with the bad things about Bandcamp. Let's talk about the things that I love about this platform, because despite the downsides, Bandcamp is still my main digging platform, and where there are some cons, there are also a lot of pros. And by the way, if you want to know what other platforms I use to find music to play, I made a video a while ago where I talk about it, and you can find it up here. Let's start from the biggest of the pros about Bandcamp. Bandcamp allows independent artists to release their music, sell it, and get paid for it. It has the lowest fees that you can find around, so Bandcamp doesn't keep that much from your sales. This is why it's such an important platform. This is why a lot of people is concerned about how it is going at the moment with the new acquisitions, the layoff, etc., because it's important for independent artists like me, like us. So this is for sure a reason that is more important for artists rather than diggers, but still it allows you to support your favorite artists, your favorite labels for what they do. Another thing that I love is that it works like a social network. So basically you can follow your artists, you can follow your labels, but you can also follow collectors. You can look what they buy, and you can also buy the music that they buy. So it's a great help for you to discover new music. So if we said that Bandcamp by itself doesn't help you to discover new music, there is for sure this way around where you can discover new music by just digging inside other people's collections. At the same time, if you're jealous about your collection, you can hide it so that people that follows you can't get on your profile and look at what you have in your collection. But keep in mind that when you buy something, it will still show up in the feed. Of course, if someone take a look at the feed immediately after you bought it, you will see what you bought. So you've been tracked by other people, but I think this is not a big deal. I mean, music is also made to be shared. The fourth thing that I love about Bandcamp is that lately a lot of old labels have started to release their catalogs in digital format on Bandcamp. A lot of labels that were releasing music on vinyl in the 90s and that aren't getting any shares from the resales on Discogs understood that Bandcamp is a great way to keep monetizing their catalog, so they started to put on Bandcamp all of their releases in digital format. So I've been finding a lot of those labels, looking around on Bandcamp, and incredible music from those years. There will be many more features to talk about, but there is one that I want to close the video with. At the beginning of the video I mentioned that I would have shared a tip on how not to lose your audience, your fan, in case of the catastrophic event of Bandcamp shutting down. So if you notice, when you follow an artist or a label, you're asked to leave your email to get notified when a new release is out. So if you have an artist page and a lot of people started to follow you, probably you have a lot of emails from your fans. Those emails can be downloaded, that list can be downloaded. So what I suggest you is to do that so that you can use the contact list to write those fans an email when the release is out. And to do that, you just need to go on tools here, and here on mailing list you can see export. Of course, this is not the full list of your followers. In my case, for example, if I go on my dashboard, I have more than 2,000 followers, so that means that not all of them agreed on giving me their emails, but it's still better than nothing. If you have 700 people that will receive an email from you with your new release, not everything is lost. I mean, in the case Bandcamp is no more existing, and you can do that through different email marketing tools that are online, for example MailChimp. Cool, so I hope you found this video interesting. I'd love to know what you agree with me with and what you don't agree about what I said, and if you have any other feature about Bandcamp that you love or hate, please let us know in the comments. Have great digging sessions ahead, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.